AkronHipHop.com, the Reporter Newspaper Online.com. Shar, why you always want to just keep showing the gun gesture? What the hell? That means you the beast for real, huh?
Yes. Locked, loaded, and shoot 'em down.
That requires anger management right there. That's hostility issue.
That's right. Hey, man.
Wait a minute.
So beauty in
we
the...
live in a city that we got open carry gun laws. Why can't I carry my pistol?
I do.
There you go. I got a question, y'all. Beauty and the Beast, right back at you. Listen, man, is there certain ways to talk to your mate with respect? Because a lot of us just, we always say, hey, I'm just being me. It's just me being me, animal. What's the way to talk to your woman, man?
Well, sometimes, regardless of what the temperature in the room is, I stole that from somebody, but anyway. Mm-hmm. You can always come up to a person, even if you're in a hostile nature, you don't have to present it verbatim. Mm-hmm. You can just say what you got to say in a calm, mediocre voice, but still get your point across like I do all the time. It seemed to work for me anyway.
Well, it's going to work for you, animal. Look how you look, man.
Well,
they be like, I don't think I want to see you yelling at me.
I'm trying to look small, man.
You trying to look small?
It ain't working, though.
Now, it's hard to look small when you're swole.
Yeah.
What about you? You said something about Malcolm X. What's going on?
Because at the end of the day, okay, yes, some people have a Martin Luther King tone in the way that they express themselves. Mm-hmm. They know how to get it across and make it be effective, and their voice may be on a calm tone. But then there are some of us that are straight up Malcolm voice tone. I mean, that's my natural octave, period. And when I talk with conviction. I talk with my hands. It's never to be combative, but that's the passion of who I am, and it's natural. So in my book, if you know
like
me,
Donald Jones is a natural thing. Huh?
Yes, right, brother.
But to be honest, I was born with it.
Okay. I got a question, Shar.
Yes.
So if your dude come on one day and he said, "God damn it, you supposed to have my feed wrestled up. Where's my feed, wench?" What would you say?
That sounds like hillbilly talk.
Okay. Now, to be perfectly honest,
translated like, "Hey girl, you said you was gonna be cooking, damn it. You be bullshitting. What's going on?"
Okay, and like I said, it'll depend on what type of day that I've had that day. So, to me, my communication, if I'm in a good mood, I'll probably be like, "Well, how was your day?" I mean,
you in a good mood?
Yes, all the time. Okay. I would be like, "You tripping? Sit down. Let me get you a drink." And let me go fix your food because it's obvious you had a bad day. Tell me about your day. To get him to calm down a little bit, to let him know you came at me sideways.
You better say it.
I
just told somebody that earlier today. Now, Animal, what if she, you say, "Hey, listen, I kind of want something to eat. You got my back like that?" And she said, "God damn it, I ain't no slave, son."
Well, you know what I would
bucket
do?
You like that.
See, me having intellectual wisdom and whatnot, I would say, well, I always put it in the budget to feed myself outside the house. So while she's going through the gizmo, I just take a trip to the Chinese restaurant and,
Hey, man, you can call me too.
Yeah,
you can call me, brother.
Okay,
and let her fester on that by herself.
Okay, but we're talking about effective ways to communicate with someone. So that means that if she came at you in that way, then there might be something that's going on. And you may not like the way she communicated it to you, but then you go off with Chinese food. Now, if you come back and don't have Chinese for her, and when you left,
I'll break her an egg roll.
Yeah, she was egg roll status with all that mouth. Is that
right? But when you left, she might have came to her senses. Like, you know what? I took out my frustrations or my day out on him. So what she might have turned around and did by the time he came back is then cooked. Now you done went off and got Chinese instead of taking an extra 5 minutes to find out why she has this attitude, because it might not be at you.
So how do you?
Sometimes person don't feel like dealing with that, especially if you had a bad day and he has a good day, and he comes at you about food, okay, and you go in on him, then he's not interested in going any further with that.
So let's sum this up. Shar, when it comes to talking to somebody with respect in a relationship, you have to respect what that person is and how they. Because me, I don't like the hollering and the octave and stuff. If it's directed towards me.
Right.
Okay, you can holler and yell because I'm loud. Okay, so you have to understand that if you're married to somebody like me. If you marry somebody like Shar, you have to understand she's just hollering and yelling and she don't mean no harm by it. She just talk loud. Is that understand the way people speak?
If you know the person, as I would know her in that situation. Yeah. But just because you know a person, that's how they present themselves, that doesn't mean that's how you want to receive it.
Do you have to change it? Would you change if she think you being rude the way you talk and you just naturally reverse remix? If you think she's rude the way she talks, and with all that spice and all that, that wild stuff that octave she speak of, would you expect her to change
Well,
that?
see what I would see. I just had this thought. I say, well, you know what? It's obvious we ain't getting nowhere in this particular paradigm. So I tell you what, I'll just take you out and we both eat. And that would eliminate that for the day. And then, we'll start fresh.
Sorry, so wrap it up for me.
So, in all actuality, to me, effective, respectful ways to communicate is basically really knowing who your mate is, accepting them for who they are, and then when things are off balance, let that light bulb go up before you react to their action. You have to be the person that sit down and think about what's going on to bring the right thing
It's all
on
about
in.
the psychology.
It's all about the psychology in this situation. You guys know what it is. Check us out every week. AkronHipHop.com, Beauty and the Beast.